But anyways, let's move on into something that could be a little bit more positive, and we're actually going to get that a little bit soon, is surprisingly a crossover, believe it or not. And this is regarding one of Cartoon Network's newest shows, OK K.O. Let's Be Heroes. Pan, have you seen that TV show?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I find it funny how they refer to themselves as heroes, although it's like you can tell that they're just really fighters because they haven't done anything heroic at all.
Yeah, so it's more like in the veins of something like Street Fighter, but they think they're like doing justice in the world.
Yeah, but I guess because Mighty Magiswords came out a year prior, and they were warriors for hire, so I guess Cartoon Network thought warriors and fighters are too similar, so they got to change it up a little bit.
Yeah, probably that could that could be it. But then again, the title is Let's Be Heroes. They didn't say that they are heroes. So, but anyways, they are actually planning to do a crossover episode coming soon. And the thing is, though, is that they don't really have much options. It doesn't really sound good if they would do a crossover with any of the recent shows that they have, like with Teen Titans Go or with the Powerpuff Girls reboot. So, from what I imagine, is that they would have to go directly to Ted Turner himself to suggest ideas of what they can do about an OK K.O. crossover. And Ted Turner would look straight at them and say, maybe those shows can't, but Captain Planet can! And here we are today, an OK K.O. crossover with Captain Planet!
Why?
And let me read you right over here with what's going on through my source here on Mashable, that Mashable can exclusively reveal that the blue-skinned, eco-friendly superhero will cameo in an upcoming episode of Cartoon Network's OK K.O. Let's Be Heroes. But on top of that, not only are they bringing back Captain Planet, they're bringing back a couple of the original actors. Original series stars David Coburn as the Captain himself, and also LeVar Burton as Kwame, will reprise their roles for the episodes, which sees the evil Lord Boxman, played by Jim Cummings, polluting the air around the plaza, prompting K.O. and his friends to combine powers with the iconic superhero. So yeah, that's the whole plan, is that Captain Planet is back on Cartoon Network, but for one episode of OK K.O.
I don't think kids even know who this is.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, Boomerang sometimes plays Captain Planet on at 6 a.m. or on Earth Day.
Yeah, true.
Oh.
But there is one positive thing I will say about it, is that I do think this is a much better idea than just taking an old property and just completely making a reboot off of that. Because in terms of television animation, that's like a major trend that I'm seeing that's been going on for a while, like with Ben 10, Teen Titans, Powerpuff Girls, and other properties are doing the same thing, like Nickelodeon with Hey Arnold and Rocco, and then you got Disney with DuckTales. Like, everybody's doing a reboot, but just why not just do like small snippets like this, you know?
Yeah, get the kids interested in the character and they'll look them up.
Exactly. And, I do feel like this is a better strategy as a way to not immediately force in, like, the nostalgia. Just, like, give a little bit of snippet to see if people would be interested in the first place. Now, maybe there are some people who are nostalgic to Captain Planet, and it's actually a pretty smart way in order to actually bring in old fans of Captain Planet to see if they would be interested in.
There are no fans of Captain Planet. That show is terrible.
Okay, I don't know. Maybe I was just being Mr. Positive and Mr. Hopeful, but
I mean, if they ever did reboot Captain Planet, no one would get mad because that show was always terrible. So it's a no loss. You can't lose at this.
Yeah, that is true. I'll give you that, because even as a kid, when I saw episodes of Captain Planet, I didn't really think much of it. Like, I just saw that it was there, and honestly, it didn't even register in my mind as a kid regarding all the environmental messages.
Yeah, and population control. Yeah, all those classic messages.
Oh yeah, definitely. Did it talk about population control or?
There were two episodes about population control and like I made a video about it a long time ago, but like basically I don't know, they were worried like there's too many people on Earth. We need and one of the Chinese girl I believe says, in some countries they recommend having only one child or something. Recommend never mind.
Oh yeah, no, because that's kind of the thing though, is that when I would think about population control messages, I would usually associate it with use a condom. So is there legit an episode of Captain Planet where they say use a condom, kids?
No. I don't know. It just results in like Wheeler. He says, you know what? No, the government can't tell me how many kids I can have, and this teenager. I don't know why. And then he goes parasailing or whatever, and then he ends up on like a small planet where these mutated rat colony, like tiny little rats, have their own colony, and it's overpopulated, and they're running out of resources, and their world is slowly dying. Oh I don't know. God. I made a video on it forever ago.
That's a legit episode?
Yeah, there were two apparently, but you ever just go to the airport and think, you know what, maybe Ted Turner was right. The population's getting out of hand. We gotta like limit the number of babies we can have.
Yeah, pretty much. Like if you're on board on a plane with a baby, or you're just like, or if the lineup is just way too long, I get you right there.
Yeah, it's like we got to do something about Concom. This is too much.
Yeah, but admittedly, there is also one thing that I am curious. Since you know the show OK K.O, do you think it makes sense to even have Captain Planet there in the first place?
It'll be funny. Like, there was a video game that came out a few years ago. It was Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. It had a bunch of. It was like a Smash Brothers fighting game.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, the Smash Bros. Ripoff.
Yeah, it had mostly all these 90s and early 2000s characters like Powerpuff and Dexter, but like the final character that was unlockable was Captain Planet of all people, and that's just hilarious to me.
My God, really? Like you could play as Captain Planet.
I'm sure it was done ironically, and like nobody told Ted Turner, and Ted Turner thinks everyone's doing it sincerely.
Oh my God. No, the best thing actually, like, I would probably be so down to actually buy it and play it if we got the Robot Chicken one, the one that is actually Ted Turner as Captain Planet.
Oh yeah.
And then, like,
I mean, I bet like I'm thinking like with OK K.O. I mean, this is also a thing done ironically. I'm sure they'll get like the SWAT cats or Pirates of Dark Water to show up somewhere.
Yeah, that could be possible, bringing in some of the more obscure Cartoon Network shows just to see what happens in there.
Yeah. I mean, like, OK K.O. seems like the show that would do that. They just have all these weird-ass references to, like, 90s things or just anime and stuff.
Yeah, it does make me wonder, like, if this does end up being successful, I do wonder if there would be other shows that would end up doing the same thing, if this would be a little bit of a trend. Because I know, technically, DuckTales is going to do the same thing in the future, where they're going to have a little appearance of Darkwing Duck. But I do wonder, like, how far can you really go with this? Like, if you would have the Rugrats appear in the Loud House, or if you would have Cow and Chicken appear in Gumball.
Oh, I recall, like, the Loud House did have a cameo by a bunch of elderly characters from, different
that
shows.
Was a cool image, actually. Yeah. It's like you see, like, Grandpa from Rugrats, and then you see, like, what was it? The chicken lady from Jimmy Neutron, I think, was there.
I think Miss Bitters from Invader Zim 2.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, I found the image, yeah. Oh, it's Uncle Iroh also. I don't know if you were listening to the podcast or anything.
Well, no. Well, I don't think I can show images, or if I can, I'll put it up.
Well, I usually say, hey, check out the links below.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, there it is. Oh my God, it is Uncle Iroh. Yeah, and then you also got Grandpa from Hey Arnold as well. Oh my God. Like, what's with the teeth, though? That looks weird.
Look, nobody knew how to draw Grandpa properly. He always looked terrible.
Well, I mean, like, it's Hey Arnold aesthetics. I mean, usually their designs, it's always the weirdest thing. I mean,
Yeah.
like, they say football head, but it's more like a freaking zucchini head.
That's true.
Oh my god. But yeah, so for you guys out there who might actually be interested or curious enough to see how is it that you can blend OK K.O with Captain Planet, then all you have to do is just wait on October 9th at 6:30 p.m. to see the ultimate crossover of OK K.O and Captain Planet.
Yay. Although I think it's just going to be a little cameo or something.
Well, yeah, like Captain...
I remember... Okay, I remember a few, like, near the end of the Futurama series, they hyped up Adventure Time's cameo, Finn and Jake being in there.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
And it's like, why are you hyping this up? This should be a surprise. It shouldn't be a freaking thing you publicize. It's just for this 1 second of footage,
Yeah, that honestly sounds like if Family Guy would hype up like a cameo of some other character or something like that. Like just for their little like reference bits.
Family Guy hyping up a cameo by Timur the Cheese Wheel, the cheese mascot.
Yeah,
nobody knows.
I remember like what ultimately happened was that I think in the episode in there is just like you just see Finn and Jake like chained up in prison, and you have Jake ask like, "What time is it? It's time for you to shut up."
And that's all it was.
Wow, all the hype for nothing. Great.
Yeah. I remember it was on the same day that episode aired, the same day that Daft Punk was supposed to appear on the Colbert Report, and that also got canceled. So it was just a whole day full of disappointment from Comedy Central.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, though, I mean, in here it actually did state that Captain Planet is just going to get a cameo, so it's probably Kwame that's going to get more of an appearance. But then again, like, this type of disappointment from all the hype building up, I mean, technically it wouldn't be Cartoon Network's first time. Last week they did do that whole thing with the 4th Powerpuff Girl, and so far, nobody seems to be really that impressed.
Has that episode aired yet? Don't want to see it.
Not yet. I think it's going to be pretty soon. I think it's actually going to be pretty soon, though. I think it's going to be sometime this weekend or next week.
Boy.
Oh boy, yeah, time to see Bliss. Are we all excited for Bliss?
They haven't showed her face, but like I saw one screenshot of her. They showed someone leaked a different screenshot, and her legs are super freaking long, and it just looks weird.
I know. Oh my god, I saw that image. Honestly, I swear to God, I thought it was like some kind of mixture of a Powerpuff Girl and Jake from Adventure Time. Like, what was that?
Yeah, she looks like a character from Advent Rising on Xbox.
Oh my!
If anyone knows what that is.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
Assuming anyone remembers that game and like how long everybody's legs were in that game. It was some weird game made by the guy who wrote.
Actually, you know what? You know what it reminds me more? It's like there's this meme that's been going on where people decided that like ever since Bayonetta got into Super Smash Bros, they all give the characters Bayonetta legs. Like just
my legs are long. Yes, my legs are long.
Like just super long legs and wearing high heels. Oh my god. And some of them, like, they would rig it onto the characters, like, when they would hack the game, and they would have, like, characters like Kirby or Pikachu doing the same sexy dances as Bayonetta. Yeah. Oh my god.
Like, people, go look up Advent Rising on Xbox. Like, those legs are freaking long. It's disturbing, and this game was made by that guy who wrote, what's it called? Ender's Game. Before he went crazy.
Oh dear God! Well, let me see. Oh dear!
Gigantic legs.
Yeah, I see that.
It's disturbing.
Lord. I can see that.